Welcome back to some more Month of Shadow. Yeah, I figured for the giant collective video of all the highlights of the Month of Shadow, why not actually end it with playing Shadow Generations itself? I'd always consider it to be the finale, and I definitely wanted to do a redo rather than just clip highlights of my first run-through of this game, because my opinions have absolutely changed on how this game works, and I'll play it a whole lot better. So how we're gonna play through this is because, just like with the rest of Month of Shadow, I want to play through the games in my favorite way to play through them. We're going to be playing all of the stages, all of the bosses, and we're not going to be using the Doom Wing. Well, you know what, just for the heck of it, I'll use the Doom Wing in the stages where you normally have Doom Wing in the story itself. Now, of course, I like to play the game the way I like to play it, with the Month of Shadow, I get the opportunity to play the game how I really want to play it, even though I think this game is great at base. There still are mods that can make things a little bit better. The first and most obvious one is the Essential Shadow Enhancements, which changes how Shadow looks a little bit, making him a lot darker and getting rid of that weird glowing outline. And it also gives him this really awesome skate boost animation. The second one is removing the mid-level cutscenes just to improve the pacing of the level, so we're not going to be seeing most of the Radical Highway cutscenes, or cutscenes like the missile cutscene or the Death Egg Robot. Yeah, that's what they are. The Death Egg Robot cutscene in Sunset Heights. Let's see, what else? Another one that I have is just colorful UI, so you can see like the X button down in the bottom left is actually colored in rather than just being black and white. I just think it looks a little bit nicer, and yeah, we're basically just gonna have fun playing through Shadow Generations somewhat casually. I mean, I do speedrun this game, but regardless, you're watching this on my second channel, the Stelmo Show. Well, actually, you're not watching this on my second channel, the Stelmo Show. You're watching this on my main channel, Stelmo98. I do have a second channel where I always upload all of the VODs and stuff from the stream. Anytime we do something really cool, I like to highlight it and put it on there, whether it's long form or short form. So you can check that out via the second link in the description. I think on main channel videos, the second link in the description. But of course, on this video, you can also drop a like and subscribe. But I'm sure we'll be clipping here and there and everywhere for the highlights of this. But yeah, some might call it Ass and Bunwa. Some might call it that, wouldn't they? But regardless, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far and are excited to play through some Shadow Generations for the finale. Well, this run is going to be more like Asub sorta with Wing. Or Asub story style. So it's Asub's. Oh, man. But not going for good times or anything. We're just kind of chilling playing Shadow Generations. So I guess as I did for all the other Month of Shadow ones, I think that this is a great game. The mods I have pretty much improved the experience just slightly. I also have a bunch of Modloader codes enabled as well. One that I was suggested to give a try is the smooth camera code, which I'm interested to see. I've kind of seen the difference a little bit. It is smooth camera, but I really don't pay attention to how the camera moves in the regular game to really notice a difference, but I feel a difference, if that makes sense. I don't have enough brain cells to understand what's actually different with the smooth camera code and the not smooth camera code, but I can feel the difference. Asubakua. All stages, all bosses, kind of wings. I like that. Fantastic. You shadow my generations till I Okay. Hey, what's up, the best gamer? Thanks for the good luck. I mean, this is just a casual playthrough with speedrunning strats, I guess, is the best way to put it. Because that was the main reason for Month of Shadow that I wanted to avoid PO6, not necessarily just because of variety, but also because it was kind of fun to just play different games casually. I mean, I'm not even saying I'm like top 10 in Shadow Generations or anything. Maybe top 50 if I'm lucky. But I do know a good amount of speed tech and how to play this game relatively well, even though the damn gravity tubes say otherwise. Probably should have. I think there's a mod that restores the Doomwing cutscene here, but whatever. It's fine, we'll just play. I was gonna go into this not using Doomwing at all, but I figure, you know, it's a casual playthrough. We'll have a little fun and use the Doomwing where it's normally used in the game. But if you're interested in watching me actually speedrun Shadow Generations, I do it a lot on my Twitch channel, live every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. CST. Don't know where that is in your time zone. I'm sure there's an automatically time zone adjusting stream schedule in the description that you can check out. No cutscene, rip. Casual playthrough means no pillar skip? What do you think I am? Of course we'll pillar skip. Assuming it's the same skip you're talking about. Or assuming we're talking about the same skip, rather. But yeah, we'll do all the goofy stuff for sure, don't worry. It is kind of unfortunate that Ark 2 here, like, it has probably the weakest 2D level design without Doomwings, and then with Doomwings, it's just kind of the tutorial. So either way you play it, it kind of suffers near the very end, which is a shame. But let's go ahead and keep moving on. I don't need no wings for Rail Canyon. The wings are fun, but spear gliding is more fun. I feel a greater sense of accomplishment when I do something via spear gliding rather than with the Doom wings. Unlike that, everyone just ignore. Welcome to Rail Canyon. Not using Doom wings. I prefer using spear gliding to Doom wings because I feel more accomplished than when I use the Doom wings. Welcome to Rail Canyon. So, I like using the Chaos Spear Gliding over Doomwing because I feel more accomplished when I do something with Spear Gliding than I do with Doomwing, like that. Sweet, first try. What's up, Rygan? How's it going? What's up, Jake Jack Joe? Welcome to the stream. Oh, made it. Let's go. You're good? That's awesome. Happy Friday. Rail Canyon first attempt? It's only first attempts around here. What about using both? Using both is its own form of insanity. But that's not even playing the game at that point. That's just like using a moon jump to fly over everything. That's why I think it's such a shame that the levels prior to... One of the biggest missed opportunities of this game is not having shortcuts or routes in the stages with powers you get after the stages. So like Space Colony Ark doesn't have anything with Doom Blast, Kingdom Valley doesn't have anything with Doom Morph, and so on and so forth. The Radical Highway 2 is like the only one where even with Doomwing spear gliding, you still somewhat play the level. Because the Doomwings just kind of obliterate everything else. Guess what? It's hard as shit. Wait, what is hard as shit? I don't know what you're talking about. Doomwing spear gliding combos? It's actually not that difficult. The main thing to pay attention to is your boost meter. Because when you activate the Doomwing, it is an air boost input, so you take up a lot more boost than you would. So the important thing is just being wary of how much boost you have. What? No crunch? What's even the point? Well, that's the thing. It's not that there's, like, clearly a path, like in Radical Highway, how there are rings suspended in the air. There's none of that in the other stages. It's just like, here you go we use Doom Wings. Here's the stage. It's mostly because the Doom Wings don't have a specific niche like the rest of the abilities do, because of course Doom Surf you have to use on water, Doom Morph you have to use on the goo. Less situational than the Wisp? Probably. I mean, Doom Morph is probably as situational as like Spikes, I'd say. And like Doom Surf is probably the equivalent of Hover. So it's sort of that the Doom powers are the equivalent of the better Wisp in Sonic Colors. And booyah. I guess I can explain this too if you haven't seen this. It's pretty common. But when you use the Chaos Spear in the air, you negate Shadow's air drag. Which is why I'm able to like do these crazy jumps that you see me spamming Spear all the time. I mean, I don't even think separate versions of the levels, because what if you could take the Doomwing route with Spear Gliding? I think that just add more creativity. And it'd pique your interest, you know, at the beginning, like almost that Metroidvania style of discovery, where it's like, huh, how do I get up there? And then you get a new power-up and you go, oh, that's how you do it. A better integration than the Wisp? I don't know if I agree with that, Nathan. But also, welcome to the stream and happy Friday. It's a little bit more seamless because it's not like you get a capsule and then the game pauses and shouts what power you're using. So in that way, I'd say yes, but in terms of the actual functionality, they're still situational. Except for, I guess, Doom Spear. Doom Spear is sort of just normal. That's probably the most, like, this is the extension, this is an extension of your ability, the Doom Spear. Hey, what's up, Slick Evan? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Also, hello, Mayonnaise. Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back to the month of Shadow. What? Figured I might as well have a Shadow Gens playthrough for the video. The routes are pretty different when watching me. That's because, I said this earlier, is because I'm like a top maybe 50 runner of this game, and that's even being generous. There's a lot of stuff that I don't do. Like Space Colony Ark Act 1 is just complete insanity. If you're going for the fastest strats possible. I always like playing the game how I like to play the game. I'm top 3 in the category I made. Well, hey, there we go. Is that nepotism or what? Hello, Star. Welcome to the stream. Imagine an announcer shouting Doom Spear. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that's why I don't think that, like, my version of how I run this game will be the eventual no major glitches. No major glitches is going to be really hard to figure out for Shadow Generations because Spear Gliding itself just unlocks so much goofiness. Hey, Penumbral. Yeah, I think I saw that. Where you abuse, like, the gravity of the loop. Because that's a weird thing, too, is it's like if you jump out of a loop spline, Shadow is still technically within the spline, and there's, like, a whole bunch of weirdness that goes on. Shadow Gens has less optimization than Sonic Gens.
You think those will stop me?
I don't know, it's tough to compare the two. Because Sonic Gens is very much a boost game, where this is more of like a boost adventure game with less exploration than a boost game. Oh, also, I should say that I also have the code enabled to disable the Chaos Control Timer Stop. Like, because of the slower speed, the levels feel a little bit more open, but they still very much have that boost philosophy of you're maybe on a detour in a level for a couple seconds before you're shoved back onto the main path. I would say Radical Highway 2, maybe somewhat Radical Highway 1 as well, break a little bit from that, but I think that's because Doomwing was a factor. So they had to make different routes and stuff for if you had Doomwing and didn't. The adventure games did it as well, but it's a slow, well, okay, it wasn't very slow. Like, in adventure, the alternate pathways are significantly longer than the pathways are in this game. Adventure 2 is the odd one out because Sonic Adventure 2 is literally like the boost game design before boost game design. Heroes and Shadow go back to it, and then 06 is probably adventure, but just a little bit more of that open-closed design. Where it's like you have multiple pathways for like a little bit, and then a main set piece, and then you branch out. And that time between when you open and close back in has just decreased more and more. Hey, what's up, Zaris? Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Adventure 2 is, ironically enough, the black sheep, where it's like literally just a boost game. Shadow is like the treasure hunting levels, not when you play it in expert mode. Because expert mode is the way to look at the game, like, how fundamentally the levels were designed. Looking at it via the objectives, now obviously the levels were designed with more, like, open pathways and stuff with objectives. And ironically enough, stages like the Doom, even with how terrible they are in terms of, like, the other problems they have of the corridors looking extremely samey and having terrible mission objectives, it actually is one of the best in terms of having multiple pathways. It's just really hard to tell. They're definitely called speed stages in SA2. And I'm not even saying, like, they're bad or anything. It's just obviously in a Sonic game, the more options the player has to navigate through the level, the better. Another Modloader code that I want to make note of that I have is, it's actually a relatively new one. It enables you to Doom Surf boost whenever you want. You don't have to do any of, like, the goofy stuff, so we can just kind of keep boosting here. Instead of having to do, like, any weird stomp thing to get our boost back. Because normally you could only boost right when the Doom Surf activates, which is very weird. The only stages off the top of my head that are very similar... Oh, also, let's go ahead and get this pillar strat here. So, just gonna not land on the rail. Come on. Jump. Ew. Ew. Beautiful. Man, just having the boost whenever you want makes the Doom Surf sections go by a lot faster. And the only thing that stinks is just how annoying the rail magnetism is in order to set up that trick. Also, load up your Selma Pogs for Tower Skip. Here we go. Tower Skip 2 Pog. Also, use Doom Surf, you can't even boost. Well, you can't boost anyway. With Doom Surf, also casually just getting this one on the first try. That was like a textbook eagle skip there. I would say that Spears is probably my least favorite. Which is ironic because I think that Doom Spears does the best job of having the Doom power be an extension of Shadow's abilities. It's just a really lame extension of Shadow's abilities. Morph is probably my favorite of all of them. Just because it's more like playing an adventure game, ironically enough. Because, like, the boost reminds me a lot of spin dash jumps. Morph does have more depth to it than the others. What's up, DJ Pichu? What's up, Lima? My journey of running this game. I went from not knowing to what I was doing to knowing what I was doing, and am still bad. So it was a journey of being bad and not knowing what I was doing to being bad and knowing what I was doing. Hey, that's awesome, Joe. We'll definitely have to do Rolling Rascal on a Friday. Probably a Friday during winter break so that people are available to play. Colors are saved per outfit. That's awesome as well. Shout out Rolling Rascal. I think one of the main reasons I really like the classic philosophy of the top path being the fastest path is that the punishment is you go to a lower path. It's not that you fail the stage, it's you just get sent down to a lower path. So it almost feels worse because it's not like you just die and try again. It's that you have to accept your failure and just take the slower path and knowing that there's nothing you can do about it until you try the level again. Hey, what's up, Val? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're doing well and happy Friday. Welcome to the final month of Shadow video. Yeah, I don't necessarily know. It's been a second since I've played Carnival Night, or paid attention to Carnival Night, rather. And I feel like... its top path doesn't really feel that rewarding, I guess. You get to the top paths to avoid the water. Yeah, in stages with water, usually, I think that's really cool. I do like when they shake up the top, middle, bottom route formula, too, where it's like, oh, in this stage, actually the middle path. What's up, the Time Man? You make videos? I do, in fact, make videos. I have 2 YouTube channels. One, the Stelmo Show, which is what I like to call the stream on YouTube. And another one, Stelmo98, which is my main channel, where I do more like video essay and collaborative content. You can check that out if you'd like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Chilmo wasn't at the beginning of this run, so I'll give it a break. Oh, as we're taking the low round here. I don't know if I've failed that before. Yeah, that video is a brand new video on Shadow Gens, but I have a bunch of other ones as well. The nice thing about the main channel is that I can recommend every video. Though maybe the Sonic Origins video I did with Bic was a little bit, I don't want to say cringe, but not up to snuff with the rest of the videos. Why do I never hit that spring when you homing attack those 2 bots? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Got the Shadow Gens vid here soon. You haven't checked it out yet? Wow. Fake Stelmo fan, am I right? Am I right? Also, Lime, I don't know if I gave you a hello. So this is a just-in-case hello and happy Friday. Welcome to stream, and I hope you hear back from your interview soon. The Advance 2 boost is the coolest mechanic I think they've ever done in a Sonic game, other than my bias toward the gems. Advance 2 boost integrated rings. Like, actually having a tangible reason to collect rings to improve the gameplay. Nice, man. I don't know if game content's what I'm going to be doing forever, but I've found a nice home in it right now. So, what I'm doing. And remember, we have those mid-level cutscene skips still on. We haven't seen one in a minute. But man, it's so nice. I really wish there was an option. I don't think they're ever going to add an option because Switch can't do it. And the cutscenes are still cool, because I know when I did the showcase on the mod, there were a couple comments being like, why is everyone hating on the mid-level cutscenes? It's not like the mid-level cutscenes aren't still really cool, it's just that they're kind of a pace breaker when you played through the level like 100 times. Do what you like that you're passionate on? So this is another Stelmo-ism, I guess, is that I think passion's overrated. I think that sometimes folks have too much stake on being like, am I really passionate about this thing, or do I really like this thing? When it turns out, if you just keep doing something and getting better and better at it, you tend to like it more. And I think of it more like passion comes from action instead of action coming from passion. I think of it in the reverse way. So yeah, there are things I'm passionate about that I do want to make YouTube videos on, but I know it's not the right time to do it. People find their callings. I consider them very lucky. If you can get the holy trinity of being good at something, liking it, and getting paid for it, then more power to you, seriously. It just kind of, it usually doesn't happen right away. And forces percent, let's go! Just holding the X button. Well, because I almost like to call it passion paralysis, is it's just like you try a thing and then you're not good at it and it's like, am I really passionate about this thing? And then you just kind of move on to the next thing and it's like, but what about this thing, you know? What about the previous thing? The worst part of the game. I don't know if they're the worst part of the game, but they're absolutely the worst part of the levels. I don't think I necessarily think of it as the way you're describing it, Rygan, because you can still perform the action without being passionate for it. Like, genuinely, there's a lot of boring stuff I do. Like, I don't enjoy making shorts every single day, but I still do it because I know it's important overall. I watch pretty much every video Pariah's made. I've just been so busy that I haven't really had the time to watch any other Sonic YouTube stuff. And by the time I'm done with my work for the day, the hedgehog's the last thing I want to look at. So I have a lot to catch up on. I'm about 15 minutes into Jay's Shadow Gens video. I also want to look at King K's and Johnny's and, you know, support all my YouTube fellows. Yo, what's up? Shaq's wearing shorts? I hear they're comfy and easy to wear. Hey, what's up, Godzilla? Welcome back to the stream. Happy Friday. Johnny's video is out. I guess maybe you just haven't had a chance to watch it. I just try to be really, really careful when it comes to watching other Sonic videos because I definitely want to have my own unique style and voice, which I feel I've found. And I don't think there's anything wrong with inspiration, but I also just really want to have a unique take on things, even if my opinion is the same. It's Saturday? Well, happy Saturday, man. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. For those just coming in, I have mods installed. If you don't know, there will be a link in the description of the video, of course. Yeah, the rare runs where at this time of, at this stream time, it's actually the next day for them. Metal Overlord time. Makes me feel like a more well-rounded person. Well, that's good, man. I hear quite a few opinions while I'm live. So I can't really say that I have a tunnel-visioned experience about things. It's also a different relationship between being a creator and consumer.
You'll be joining the rubble in the water soon.
Didn't mean to do that. It would be shameful if I did have to do the tail swipe phase here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Rygan, is that, you know, different contexts. Where am I from? I'm from Midwest United States, and still currently live in the Midwest United States. On Eastern time, fellow. I see. 9:01 p.m. on Friday. Man, I was really, I was really streaming in the wee morning hours for you on the old stream time, Jax. Do we get fast? Hey! Of course we get fast phase 2 in the casual playthrough and not in my actual speedruns. It seems that getting the fast phase 2 relies on the, after I do the second hit, like the second shortcut hit with the ramp, when you land, there's debris right under you. And it seems that sometimes you hit the debris and Metal Overlord takes damage, and sometimes you don't hit it and Metal Overlord, or you hit it and Metal Overlord doesn't take damage. So I think that's the secret sauce there, between getting the fast phase 2 or not. Yeah, I mean, I think it's something to do with, does the thing hit him before, like, the scripted cutscene of you're turning on the course or whatever. I think that this does... I think this does a bar and a half. There's also surf? Wait, what? What do you mean? Also, if you're wondering why my keys are constantly switching between keyboard and controller inputs, that's because I have the disable keyboard input code on the Modloader, which unhooks the mouse from the game window, which is really nice for streaming, but it makes the input icons freak out if I'm not holding anything. Yeah, someone told me yesterday that Metal Overlord can heal, which is interesting. Hey, what's up, Sky? Isn't this an early Stelma? We're actually right on time. I don't know what you're talking about. Do 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 do. I think it's only in the first phase. Check to retain momentum off scripted areas by jumping and spinning. Oh, is that what you mean? Wait, is that called surfing? Is that what it's been called? Because I've seen it before. Where you, like, get Shadow caught in a loop script and then you find a way out of it. And then he, like, retains the scripting. It's very weird looking. Surf? I mean, I guess script surfing. That's kind of a cool name. A bit confusing if you just say surf when Doom Surf exists in the game, though. Yeah, the smooth camera. I feel the difference, but I couldn't pinpoint what exactly is different. I would have to look at, probably a side-by-side and see what's actually different with the smooth camera. I can say it feels better, for sure. Maybe I can see it here. A bit. I can definitely see it. Seems What is it? I think the Modloader code says it uses a different algorithm that makes just the camera transitioning smoother, I think. Oh yeah, I've also disabled the motion blur, which I don't realize how much motion blur there is in this game until I do a modded playthrough and disable it. It's so much nicer to be able to see things. Even though I'm very used to speedrunning on the vanilla Shadow Gens at this point. Nice. I'm in like total speedrunner mode now. I see, Star. Well, I hope you enjoy that playthrough. You need mods to disable the motion blur. Yeah, it's not an option. Chaos Island 1 is pretty good, yeah. I've actually taken quite a liking to Sunset Heights 2 as well. Sunset Heights 2 is pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know why there isn't an option to turn the motion blur off. That is a little silly. That's very true, yeah. Sunset Heights Act 1 is honestly pretty underwhelming. After having played it, after having played it a bunch more. Yeah, it also doesn't help that the Radical Highway segments in literally every case are worse than the level itself. Which is why I wish that Black Doom just did the taunting within the level's unique setting rather than setting you to Radical Highway. It makes the game itself feel a lot more homogeneous too, since you technically play through Radical Highway 7 times, so... Is it 7? 5 times. Unless you include the Devil Doom boss fight as well. Hey, what's up, Marcy? Happy Friday. It's nice to see you. It's been a while. Also, Hassoni Hop, welcome to the stream. Bullet Station at Rail Canyon Act 2 is really good, yeah. It's not very inspired, but it has incredibly good pacing. You're 9K away from a chow? Let's go. Are you just back to claim it, and then you're just gonna leave me again? Thought you missed a couple challenges? No, I'm not playing the challenges. When it comes to playing this game, I don't really care about the challenges too much. I think that the hard challenges are quite fun. Yeah, it's just such a shame that they didn't use any Bullet Station gimmicks. It would have given Rail Canyon such a better identity. Also, if you didn't know, since this will be a lot of people who haven't seen this before, if you wait to hold the button and just mash it on the first 2 teleports for Mephiles, you can 2-cycle his first phase, just like that. So you pummel him, teleport, hold. You're not in attendance? No, Malik. You're probably too busy going through the backlog, right? I am playing with mods, Mattios. This is the month of Shadow. I figured since the video didn't come out before Shadow Gens was released, we might as well have it included in the video, so... Oh, the slow-mo show is definitely in full effect. I don't know what you mean. Or are we trying some reverse psychology here? Wonder what he thinks about Kingdom Valley? Well, Sky, do I have good news for you? The backlogs are fun. Oh yeah, it's fun occasionally going through my old stuff. The month of Shadow is over. The month of Shadow is never over. He's here forever. All of eternity. Yeah, I know about the spear thing. Kuriru and I found that out together, actually. That you can use the spear to prolong it. Is that faster than just doing it twice, though? I know you have, like, the Mephiles hard record, so... I believe you, but I also don't believe you. January is the month of Blaze. How much faster is it? I'm doing well, man. How are you? Happy Friday, everybody. There you go, Lima. See, Lima gets it. We do have the mid-level cutscene skip. I probably should have disabled it for, you know what? You know what? Just for you guys. Let's see. Let's do that. Shout out to the VOD watchers. I think I will upload this as a VOD. I didn't think I would, but, I mean, I have the rest of the month of Shadow uploaded as a VOD, so why not this one as well? Let's see. Radical Highway. Let's try that again. With feeling this time. A bit iffy physically. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope for a swift recovery, man.
Out of my way.
And
I'll overcome every obstacle.
just for you, chat. It's also very beneficial because it just gives us 50 rings. Streamer actually cares about his viewers. Well, let's not get carried away now. I don't want you to think too highly of me. Oh. That's interesting. I didn't know those dash rings were there. But I guess that's not surprising considering I don't play with the wings very often in this stage. Got it. New patch unlocked. Let's go. Wingless? Radical Highway 1 is faster? That makes sense. Yeah. Is it faster because no cutscene, though? Because can't you just do everything you do in Wingless, but better? Yeah, I think I've been searching. Now that I don't think my time with Shadow Generations is done in terms of speedrunning it, but in terms of, like, the level of effort that I want to put into learning speedrunning strats, because I want to get back into PO6 and, like, get, you know, get my gold times for each of the 3 any percent categories in that game, that I kind of have to wean off of learning new things in Shadow Gens. Hey!
Nice. Do you think the movie level will be included in all levels? Stealth Smile, also 29 months Pog.
Philip, thank you so much for the 29 months of subscription, my man. Thank you so much for that long-ass term support. Enjoy that rainbow gem once more and all those emotes. Wear it proudly, my man. And thank you so much for supporting the stream for so long through moderation, just being a good friend and all that good stuff. What I imagine is, since that the DLC is paid, it'll be a separate category on the leaderboards. Like, I could see it just being a subcategory, so we would do, like, Asin Bunwa, but all DLC. Or Asin Bunwa plus DLC, if that makes sense. Because it'd be really weird to gatekeep people out of speedrunning the game by having to have the DLC. Like, I would definitely add it in. I would just play it before, Radical Highway, I think. They won't be on the online leaderboards? Man, they don't even want to go to the effort to do the bare minimum? Fan devs don't like rail balancing. I imagine rail balancing is really annoying to program. Would be my guess. But that could be totally wrong.
Out of my way.
For me, I definitely think that Sonic Heroes has the best rail mechanics. Just jump here, then skip. Shoutouts to me for finding that. Well, I didn't find that you could skip, but I found out how to do a wingless. Whoa! Didn't want to get caught by the tornado there. That would have been bad. Good job. Thank you. I have big smarticle particles. Hey, it's not very often I can say shoutouts to me. The mods I have right now, without reiterating since I explained it at the beginning, the three main ones are I have colorful UI, I have the Essential Shadow Enhancements with the skate boost, and then I also have no mid-level cutscenes. So for you, yes, all the usual suspects. I just more miss rail grinding be having any mechanical depth at all. Truly. But yep, just like the rest of the month of Shadow, I'm playing the game in my ideal way to play it. I also have a decent amount of the Modloader codes enabled too. But it's too many to just rattle them off, honestly, so. Oh, shit. No! Even in a casual playthrough, I can't escape the treacherous mistress that is Radical Highway 2. Thankfully, in 06 and P06, well, not so much 06 because rail grinding was so much slower, but in P06 at the very least, the rails are so short that it doesn't really matter that much. Like, every rail grinding section has very, very, very little to it. Oh, okay. Hope there's grounds. There is. I mean, Crisis City Shadow has one rail set piece that's like egregiously long, and you can still make it shorter if you skip it a bit. Whatever. Oh, we can go this way. If you don't count the advanced games boost modes, yes. It was the first time there was a button to go fast. I don't know, I haven't seen it. I'm kind of waiting to see until the movie Shadow gets fully integrated into the game. All right. Finishing off the month of Shadow proper. The only series to have 2 finales. Yeah, you can trick on rails in Sonic Rush. Were Dimps the creator of the boost? Well, make no mistake, Sonic Team worked on... I'm pretty sure they worked both on the advanced games and the Rush games with Dimps. It was just that Dimps also created Sonic Advance. I don't know about Sonic Rush if that was exclusively Dimps, but I know for certain that the advanced games were made with both, by both. That I don't know. You'd have to look up a Wikipedia page for that. Yeah, unfortunately, the games are just so old, it's hard to find info on them a lot of the time. Compared to nowadays, where we, like, know everything about a game from development to finish. Oh, maybe I also forgot to mention, if you've been following, like, the Shadow Generations, like, mod series that I do, showcasing different mods. I disabled the material overhaul because, honestly, I think that just Shadow with the Essential Enhancements looks better than having both on. Someone also did, well, not just someone, it was angryzor, who's the creator of the Shadow Generations DevTools, which is an awesome mod. During the cutscene, I'll pull up his comment because he commented what fall off actually meant. I can't remember it at the moment. Because that's what the material overhaul does, is it removes the fur fall off? I don't know if it's just for fur, if it's for other textures too. Let's see here. We'll let that run. Hopefully, I should be able to pull up the comment in time. It's on this video. Fall off is the rim lighting effect that's intended to simulate the fuzziness of fur. It's the white border you can see on the edges of the characters. So that's what fall off actually is. So I apologize for being incorrect about that. But shout outs to angryzor for that comment. I had always assumed that it meant, like, because you can kind of see on the textures that the detail of the fur decreases as you get closer to the edges of the character, but it doesn't seem that's what that is. Yeah, it's the white outline on the characters. Yeah, you can barrel roll into that. I don't know why in the Untitled Shadow mod you can't do that. Come on. Hey. I have such a bad time with the depth perception. This fight could be so much faster if I could actually hit all of the water hooks as they come out, but I'll just do a barrel roll instead. That's fun. Plus funny meme. And after this, that should be the end for Mr. Devil Doom. I guess I shouldn't call it so soon in case I just mess up all of this. Doesn't look like that'll be the case, though. And with that, that is the true ending of the month of Shadow. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy this game is great. And while I love the mods, it does make things just a little bit better. Or while I love the game at base, having the mods does make the experience even better. Gotta love just how passionate people in this community are. It's always great not only to have a great game series, but a great community to go along with it. I hope you guys all enjoyed the month of Shadow as well as this big highlight video. Shoutouts to Strawberry Jam for giving me the idea for that. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.